For much of human history, it was common that girls married during their late adolescence and experienced a first birth during their second decade of life. This kind of reproductive behavior was considered normal. Nowadays, however, the prevention of teenage pregnancies and teenage motherhood is a priority around the world.
So if in 5 years we are losing 1.9 million girls, then the future of women in this country, if nothing is done to bring these girls back to school, our future as women is not bright. The
magnitude of the problem extends to social, mental, and economic well-being of pregnant girls, as most of them are not able to complete the education despite the existence of policies that support their resumption to school after delivery.
Lengo kuu ni kuhusiana na kuwapa tumaini jingine. Kwa kuwa katika maisha haya wamesaulika ya kweli. Yaliyowatendekea unapata kwamba ni bila hiari yao.
According to the United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Agency, every day in developing countries, an estimation of about 20,000 girls younger than 18 give birth. After the struggles of pregnancy, the Greenland girls in Kajiado County have made it their responsibility to give these young girls a second chance in their education and life. Here, teenage mothers and pregnant girls, many of whom were forced out of their local schools, now aspire to complete their education.
The moment they gave birth, their position were given out to other students. So there was no space for them back there. And they didn't know how they can get back to school. And there are some who told me, yes, I went back to school, but I could not stay there because of stigma and discrimination.
Janet, not a real name, is a Form 2 student at the school. Life as she knew it changed after she was impregnated by a son to an influential person in government while in class 7.
So vile alimaliza kavaa nguo zake akaenda. After kuenda mimi nika struggle, so nimeshindwa cha kufanya, and that moment nilikuwa na bleed.
Immaculate was a victim of teenage pregnancy at the age of 14. Young and innocent, she was left stranded after mother left her under the custody of her aunt. Life was tough.
The experience ilikuwa so bad, ilikuwa so painful. Yani kila mtu around you anakuruka, anajifanya yani si rafiki tena, familia inakuruka, yani wewe tena si wao tena.
Purity, who hails from the conservative Maasai culture, says this is a safe haven.
Aliposikia hiyo nilikuwa na mimba, hakuwa nilikuwa tu, alikuwa ananidharau tu, alikuwa amesema wewe saia wewe si mtu sasa.
The school, which launched the Teen Mothers program in 2018, has had its first cohort finish Form 4 in 2021. Sylvia, who is an alumnus at the school, says the skills she acquired have been of great value to her.
I don't know what I would have been if I remained back at home without going back to school. And still, the time that I was in Greenland was really much put in developing who I am or who I've become.
Urban informal settlement is mostly affected by the surge of teenage pregnancies, with majority opting to seek services of quacks to procure abortions, while those who choose to keep the baby are left with limited access to essential healthcare services. What is the plight of Kenya's teen moms with teenage pregnancy and motherhood prevalence standing at 18%? What is the education future like? What laws have been implemented to address the vices associated with the teenage pregnancies? It is a wake-up call to strike when the iron is still hot and end this scourge. Andrew Kero for Lunchtime News.